What is up, everyone? It is AJY. Hope everyone is having a good one, and today I'm going to be installing and reviewing the MyKey Premium Plug and Play Remote Start Kit for my 2013 Hyundai Genesis Coupe. And they actually sent it to me. I've been looking for a remote start kit for a while now. I just haven't gotten one. Like I said, I'll just be installing it today and be giving my honest review of how it goes. So the link will be in the description for the product if we like it. And yeah. Alright, so now we're going to be starting the install process. Ignore the wires back there. I know it's not really like that clean, but I'm working on it. So basically all we're going to need is just a Phillips head screwdriver and the kit, since everything's plug and play. So basically the first process is just unscrewing this one bolt right here, and I'll let you guys know once it's unscrewed. Alright, so I just unscrewed it. I have the screw right here, so I'll just put it in my cup holder. And now all we have to do is just pull this out, kind of just gently pull out. That's what she said. All right, like I said, just take this part out and you pull this, and you see that there's a wire right there. Basically, all you have to do is just unplug that and get this that comes in the box. There's a female and a male connector. This male connector plugs into the actual button, and this part plugs into the wire that's now in the push to start button. So that's basically all you have to do for this side, and I'll let you guys know once this is installed. All right, so now that it is plugged in, like I said, the female goes into the old wire that was previously in this one, and the male new one goes into the push to start button. You'll see that it is plugged in correctly when this light is on. Obviously, if you do that, and you know, everything does turn on into AC mode. So I mean, honestly, you just push it back in. So once you're done pushing it back in, of course, it takes 2 seconds. You screw this back in, and that is basically it for this side. So let's move on to this one. All right, so now we are on the passenger side. This part does have a little bit more plugging and unplugging compared to this side, but honestly, it's still pretty simple. So first, you're going to want to go under the dashboard right here and look right here where this black box, literally just right under here, and kind of look further. You'll see there's 2 wires. Basically all that we need to do first is just unplug this bottom one. There's a little clip on the back there, and it is pretty snug in there, so you're gonna have to put some force to it. And I will let you guys know what to do once we unplug this bottom wire. All right, so this is me editing right now because I didn't explain anything in the next clip. But basically, all you have to do is grab the last harness from the box, and there's going to be 2 sides. They both are kind of like in Y form. One of the other sides doesn't have anything that has labeled B-type, and the other side that we need for this step has B-type labeled to it. So you grab the one that has B-type, connect it to the plug that we just unplugged from the black box, and the other side of this Y shape connects into the black box. So again, B-type plugs into the plug that we just unplugged, and the other side that is connected to the B-type, the other side of the Y, goes into the black box. So now that they are plugged in, it should look like this. See, B-type, boom, plugged into the previous wire that was into the black box, and then the wire that came with the harness is now plugged into that black box. So that's basically it for that. On to the final part, which is using these last 2 connectors right here and plugging them into the box. And like I forgot to mention, I am sorry for not really showing you guys me plugging stuff up. I mean, I kind of just told you where to plug it up and just expected you to know it. So I do apologize for that, but I mean, I'll go ahead and just show you guys how to do it with the black box. But first, if you have a BK1, which is 2012 and older, with these switches, it has to be 1, 2, switch down, 3, 4, switched up, 1 switch down, 2, 3, 4 switch up. That's only if you have a BK1. Now if you have a BK2 like me, which is 2013 and up, 1, 2 have to be down, 3, 4 up, 1, 2, 3, 4 up. So once again, BK1, 1, 2 down, 3, 4 up, 1 down, 2, 3, 4 up. And BK2, 1, 2 down, 3, 4 up, 1, 2, 3, 4 up. So I mean, that's basically it for that side. Now onto this, see these last 2 connectors. Plug this one in first into this right here. You'll see there's like this little part that's up and this little part that's down right here. Just match these 2 together, plug it in. You'll hear it click when it is plugged inside of that port correctly. Now onto the very, very, very last part, which is plugging in the power cord. Boom. You will hear a beep when it's plugged correctly. So, I mean, I'm just gonna leave this here really quick. My car did turn on, so I'm just gonna turn it off. I'm gonna leave it right there really quick. So, like I said, I'm just gonna leave it there really quick. Close my door. Basically, how the key fob works, it's still with your original one. I have a case on it, that's why it looks a little different. So, basically, all you have to do is just double tap the lock button twice with little intervals between it. So, once you make sure everything is working correctly, you don't want to just keep this box right here. I know it looks kind of ugly. So you just kind of go under here. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stuff those wires back there, but right now I'm gonna show you guys where I'm gonna be putting this box. So if you look right here, there's this little part right beside it, right there, this part. There's a little hole right here that honestly it's the perfect size for the box. So what I'm gonna do is just put it inside that hole and push it all the way to the top. It's like a perfect fit. So I mean, you just stuff this, you just put this wire somewhere up there, stick it up there, and it'll look very, very clean. Okay, so I mean, I got my zip tie. See, I zip tied it to the wire that was plugged into this part right here, and I mean, it looks so much cleaner. This part is from my LED light. I still kind of have to figure out a place for that, but I mean, it literally looks like there's nothing even up here anymore. And my key fob, honestly, the battery is kind of low on it, so it does make the siren go off a little bit sometimes. So it does take a while, but once your brake lights turn on, then it will turn on. See, like, this is what I mean. So it has most likely something to do with my key fob. So once I replace the batteries, I will let you guys know if it is the actual product or it's just my key fob. But I mean, it does turn on the car. It's just that siren part is kind of annoying. To turn off the car, if you accidentally turn it on or you just decided you don't want to go anymore, all you have to do is do the same thing that you did to turn it on. Press the lock once and then twice with a slight interval between. So boom, boom, and it turns off right away. So yeah, you see how it beeps a lot? That's because of my key. But I mean, that's basically the only challenge that I went through so far. So once I replace the batteries, like I said, I will get right back to all of you guys. It's a different day, and I actually already replaced the batteries in my key fob multiple times just because I wasn't sure what it was, but I have actually figured out what it is. The reason why my alarm keeps going off with the remote start is because of this thing, Responder Technology SST. It constantly goes off every time that I try starting my car with the remote start. And it's not only just because of the remote start, it's actually due to just the alarm system being all wonky. Like, even before I installed it, it would just randomly go off like in the middle of the night and just randomly. And it's been acting up a lot lately. But I mean, other than that, the actual remote start works perfectly. Like, it starts the car. I mean, the install is pretty easy. It took me about 30-45 minutes or so, maybe even less than that, but I mean, it works. So rating how the product is, I'd say a good 8 out of 10. I mean, things that it could be improved, just how long it takes to actually like turn my car on. But I mean, what can you expect? I mean, it's not like a factory remote start, so I mean, it works. 8 out of 10. If you guys want to get the product, MyKey Premium, you can click the link in the description. And yeah, I mean, if you guys like this video, make sure to listen to my music, AJY Music, on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, AJY. And yeah, this is the install. So Started this one more time. Excuse the siren, I'm still trying to figure out the alarm, so if you guys know how to fix it, let me know, please. Waiting for it, waiting for it. Other than that, I mean, this thing is perfect. So yeah, listen to my music.